The saga of Twitter is really something to behold, guys. There were problems with it before. I think there's no doubt about that. But Twitter under Jack was 1 trillion times better than Twitter under Elon Musk. And that's clear. I mean, now it's just a total fucking cesspool. You got all these bots everywhere. You got all sorts of weird pussy in bio comments and insane far-right white supremacist slop. Like, it's all over the place, right? So it's an interesting position that they're in because you have advertisers fleeing at 1,000 miles an hour. And remember, it was Elon Musk. When he was asked this question by a reporter, he basically said, fuck them. You don't want to advertise with us? Don't advertise with us. Fuck you. He was saying like, oh, we're not going to do the content moderation you want us to do because you guys are suppressing free speech if you want to do content moderation and get rid of literal accounts that praise Adolf Hitler relentlessly. Okay. So now they're in a little bit of trouble. There's been a number of reports done about, the disgusting content that's sort of floating around Twitter. By the way, it's also not like it truly is a total free speech platform. They've done plenty of censorship of the left and people Elon doesn't like, and they let the right-wing insanity go totally unchecked, right? So now we're at this point. You guys are going to love this. So Linda Yaccarino, who's the CEO, who's been brought in to clean up like all of Elon's 58 different messes. So she comes out and she says this, watch.
Hey, everybody. I was shocked by the evidence uncovered by the House Judiciary Committee that a group of companies organized a systematic illegal boycott against X. It is just wrong, and that is why we are taking action. Today, we filed an antitrust lawsuit against the Global Alliance for Responsible Media, 4 of its key members, and the World Federation of Advertisers. These organizations targeted our company and you, our users. The evidence and facts are on our side. They conspired to boycott X, which threatens our ability to thrive in the future. That puts your global town square, the one place that you can express yourself freely and openly, at long-term risk. People are hurt when the marketplace of ideas is constricted. No small group of people should be able to monopolize what gets monetized. This group is no match for the power of our users. All of you. The very same users that have driven usage of X to all-time highs. I joined X because I believe in the power of the global town square. It's users like you, people of all backgrounds and opinions, who make X indispensable. You deserve an open platform where your views can be expressed without restriction and without fear. To all of you who have been part of this transformative journey that we're on, thank you. Rest assured, X has never been more committed to innovating and expanding all of our global town square.
So they are suing advertisers for doing a boycott and not wanting to give any more money to Twitter. They're suing advertisers for that reason. She's literally wearing a necklace. I don't know if you guys can see this. The necklace says free speech. The necklace she's wearing says free speech. Look. So in her speech here, let's be direct about this. She's arguing against free speech. This is the free speech of the people who were advertisers with you who no longer want to be advertisers with you. They have every right to walk away. They're saying, no, you literally don't have a right to walk away. You don't have a right to boycott us. We have a right to the advertisers to pay us. Okay, that is literally the dumbest thing I've ever heard, and this is going to be laughed out of the courtroom. And Elon did some fucking bullshit macho thing of like, you wanted a war, you got a war. Pfft. This is effectively a frivolous lawsuit just to try to, make them pay money, to cough up money. And they're hoping that the calculation that these companies will make is, hey, we could just advertise on Twitter again and pay them less than we would have to pay for the legal fees in the case. That's what they're doing. So it's a dirty, dirty, disgusting trick. And again, look, the fact of the matter is, the reason why people don't want to be associated with Twitter anymore is because it genuinely is a cesspool. There's a lot of fucking idiotic things, but the idiocy isn't even the main issue. Of course there's idiocy. There's always been idiocy. It's now there are like open Nazis saying Nazi shit. And people don't want to be associated with that brand. There's a toxic brand. Now, they go on to point out in this article, As a factual note, X does have terms of service and other moderation restrictions that limit what users can post, and Musk himself backed off his promise to create a free speech zone before his purchase was even completed. X had also previously locked numerous accounts, including journalists, for posting links to other platforms, and purged accounts belonging to left-wing critics, among other actions taken to restrict content or remove users from X. Additionally, here's an incomplete list of other online platforms that currently exist as of August 6, 2024, where people can express themselves, subject to terms and moderation rules not dissimilar from X: Facebook, Instagram, Threads, Blue Sky, YouTube, TikTok, Substack, Medium, Discord, Snapchat, Telegram, Mastodon, Tumblr. Other social media users reacted. So then they go on to point out about how I thought the video too was literally AI. I thought this was an AI video, but it's not an AI video. It's a real video. But if you look at the replies, free market economy, people don't want to advertise next to Nazis. You're going to lose. Elon Musk says Bob Iger, the Disney CEO he publicly told to go fuck yourself, should be fired immediately. Correct me if I'm wrong, but don't companies decide where they want to spend advertising money? You guys are suing because companies want to spend money elsewhere. What? By the way, there are some people who are on this like white list on Twitter where even if they violate the moderation rules, they can get away with it. This happened with Andrew Tate. He's on this white list where he gets like special rules where there's no moderation whatsoever. And he literally would tweet out the N-word on a regular basis, hard R. And he would be fine. And then there'd be other people saying much more mild things and they would get banned. So, and then there's been so many sketchy instances of like critics of Elon who get banned, right? Or people who didn't even come close to violating the terms of service who get banned, who just happen to be on the left. And the guy, remember, he used to pretend like, I'm a centrist and I'm in favor of free speech and all ideas are allowed. And then since then, he's gone all in on being a far-right weirdo. This isn't hidden. This is very open. People can see this. They can see his transformation in real time. They can see how extreme he's gotten. And now, he regularly replies to like some of the dumbest political figures on the planet who are incredibly far-right. And this is what's happened. But really, the biggest offense was when he banned links to other platforms. He banned journalists who were reporting on him. So it ain't a fucking free speech platform. It's actually the worst possible mix of all worlds, right? Because it's not a free speech platform, but the rules are sort of arbitrary and made up as they go based on Elon's whims. And it just so happens his sensibilities lead him to ban his own critics and ban left-wing voices a lot. And then it doesn't matter how far right you go, you sort of get a total pass. I mean, I've seen things where they openly just praise Hitler. People posting things that openly praise Hitler. And it's just, it's fine. Now, you can get people on the far right violating terms of service, violating moderation rules, and they get a pass. And people on the left, sometimes they don't even violate the moderation rules and they get banned. So it really sucks, man. It really sucks. And then that's, again, to say nothing about the bots and the spam and the porn and it's just total shit, man. Total shit. And I bet the number of bots skyrocketed. There was a problem before. I bet it's even worse now. So, and of course you try to shake people down. You guys know the whole stupid history of the check mark, and now you could just buy a check mark, and the check mark is not used for what it was originally used for, which is to denote people who have notoriety, who sometimes get people who are impersonators, so this is the real person, it's not the impersonator. He just fucked everything up. He fucked everything up in 1,000 ways. And he still pretends like he's some sort of fucking hero, and now he's one of Trump's biggest dick riders. So there you have it. What a joke. Mr. Free Speech himself is now, I'm going to sue advertisers if they decide to not advertise with us anymore, if they boycott Twitter. Again, that's their freedom. They have the right to do that, but he thinks that's not the case. It's just a malicious ploy to try to force them to pay them money instead of paying the legal fees, which might amount to more money. So, gross. All right, guys, that's the show. I love you all very much. You know the drill. Everybody do me a big favor. Subscribe to the channel. Click that bell icon so you get a notification every single time a video drops. I would deeply, deeply appreciate that. Thank you to everybody who supports the show on Patreon. That link's below if you'd like to hook a brother up. You could also tip with the thanks button on YouTube if you're so inclined. Remember, guys, I don't talk to any advertisers, so you guys help fund this show from the ground up. Could not do it without you. And all right, I will see you guys tomorrow. Crystal Kyle and friends, we have Omar Badr. We're going to discuss Israel and Iran and being on the brink of war and all stuff like that. You're not going to want to miss that. All right, love you. See you guys there. Peace. Hey, y'all, do me a favor and like and subscribe. It helps out big time in the algorithm. Click the bell as well for notifications when videos drop. And watch that video on screen right now. You know you want to.